first time in history, the whole world had agreed that this challenge was crucial for the future of our planet. Crucial because, as Ban Ki-moon has said in one day, there's no plan B because there's no planet B. We're all living here on planet A. I was in Paris at that time, and I can testify that the world's unity has been a sincere and a very deep move fostered by leaders from all continents, and especially by the leaders from this country, from India. And I'd really like to pay tribute to the tremendous role that has been played by India, not only in joining the Paris Agreement, but actually in shaping the Paris Agreement and in introducing very key concepts within the agreement, concepts that are of such a relevance and of such importance for us today, which are especially the concept of sustainable lifestyle. I think we all have to go and to invent these sustainable lifestyles. We need this political impetus. We need this people's awareness as much as we need public financial support. But there will be no sustainable solution without technologies, which means without a strong commitment from the private sector. And I couldn't agree more with what Special Secretary has just said a few minutes ago. What has been really decisive in Paris is not only the political impetus, but this dramatic change that has happened over the past 10 years, and especially between the years separating the Copenhagen Agreement, the Copenhagen Conference, and the Paris Conference, is that this vision of going green economy, has a strong opportunity for the business community rather than as an hindrance. And this has changed the whole state of mind, and this has made this success possible, and this will make our life sustainable in the coming years. The building sector has long been seen well, I would say as a major contributor to greenhouse gas emission, let's be honest, exerting a lot of environmental pressures, consuming natural assets. Well, all this is true, but at the same time, it's a key sector for economic growth and development, and above all, it's a sector where a large part of the technological solutions that can be found to abide by our commitments to tackle climate change will be invented. So I would say they are now the key sector for what we're going to focus in the coming years. I'm therefore obviously delighted to be here participating in an event organized in partnership with a French company founded in 17th century, a long time ago, by the then Prime Minister of the Kingdom of France, Jean-Baptiste Colbert, and which is a company which is today known all over the world for its technological know-how in glass, in building materials. I would add, but it's been mentioned already, that Saint-Gobain has chosen to settle here in India almost 20 years ago, not only to produce in India, but also to innovate in India. The company is fully committed on the Indian market. They have launched large training programs and a very high-level R&D center in partnership with the IIT of Madras, which I had the honor to visit a few weeks ago. And let me say, it's really, really impressive what you're doing there. Now that time has come for action in changing our economic model, well, we all need international cooperation based on technological exchange and fair trade. And, well, my country, France, has a long-lasting experience in working on the city of the future. We have long been committed alongside India on these issues, and we are now fully supportive of the very ambitious programs that have been launched by this government, and in particular the very visionary Smart Cities program. What we can bring here on the Indian market are companies which have the complete range of competence to tackle all the issues faced by the modernizing cities in India. It's true in transportation, in utility management, energy, water, waste management, planning, IT, communication, and obviously building and housing. But what we try to bring also is an integrated approach of all this. Well, a smart city means thinking global, thinking smart. It means that the metro is not only a metro, but it's a way of structuring a new way of living in the city. It means that buildings are not only buildings. They are smart buildings, they have greeneries on there. You can grow plants on the rooftops. You can have renewable energy facilities on the building. So this kind of integrated approach is exactly the approach that we would like to foster here in this country. We also try to develop exchanges between people and cities, as we did when we invited, for instance, last week in Paris, the commissioner of Chandigarh to look into experiences that have been made in some neighborhoods in Paris and near Paris. I was indeed myself in Paris last week, and I chaired in Paris on December 6th, together with my very dear friend and remarkable colleague, the ambassador of India to Paris, a large meeting on urban development in India to draw the French business awareness on what is currently occurring here and what is taking place here. And the success of this meeting, we had more than 100 companies represented. I think it's a demonstration of the deep interest French companies have in today's India and above all of their confidence in its economy. What I'd like to say on that is that, well, not only do we make in India, but we are committed to innovate in India and to invent here in India solutions for what will be the cities of tomorrow, not only in India, but I would say all over the world. That's exactly what Saint-Gobain is doing, for instance, in Madras. Next year in November, we'll launch the third edition of our French festival to India, Bonjour India, which is to last around 3 months all across the country. It used to be more kind of cultural festival, and our idea for next year is to organize a range of events to focus and to emphasize on Inno-French cooperations, not only on the cultural sector, but also and above all in economy, on knowledge, on innovation, on technology. And we have indeed decided to focus this coming edition on 3 major themes, which are Go Green, High Mobility, and Smart Citizen. And I think that you have actually dealt all day long with these very exciting issues. So, in conclusion, I'd like to emphasize once again that this huge challenge for India, but I would say for the whole world, this challenge of inventing new sustainable development models for the city of tomorrow, will only be addressed through a strong country-to-country cooperation, business-to-business, company-to-company cooperation, and through this very strong interaction of political impetus, people's awareness, and innovation led by the private sector. As you see, France is fully committed to it alongside India, fully determined to take all its part to this crucial and vital challenge with its companies, with its experience, with its technologies, and also with its culture. Because inventing a new cities means inventing new way of life and transforming the way we as citizens are seeing our cities.